All right, here we go. Bum, bum, bum. Na, da, da, da. All right, everybody. I'm going to wait around just a little bit, see if anybody shows up. Not that I'm going to see unless you guys talk to me. Getting ready to play some more Vampyr. I guess technically Vampire. I still like Vampyr. It just sounds so European. I think I've said that before. And so we're going to be streaming until just around, just before 10 Central Time. So that's the time zone I live in. Get some more of this done. Think we're about halfway through the game. We might have a few interruptions. I am a pet owner. My dog is large enough that she can startle me and has startled me before when I get real into a game. Right now she's outside. She might decide she wants back inside. If she does, I of course have to go and let her in because I am a single pet owner. And even though I have a housemate, 1, he is at work right now, and 2, he is not her person. I mean, he's her best friend, as far as she's concerned. But I'm the person responsible for her, so I'm the one who lets her in, out, feeds her, waters her, all that stuff. Makes it sound like she's a plant. Like I'm gonna pour water. She hates sky water. Speak of the devil, and she will make herself known. I suppose I will be right back. She's barking outside right now to either annoy the neighbors or be let in. Regardless of which it is, she's going to get let in. I'll be right back, guys. I'm coming, pupper dog. No, we do not run away with Mom. Hold on, Dexter. Come here. Who is the mom? Yeah. Also the mom is the Oh my goodness, do we have a puppy coming inside? Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be inside dog. There's gotta be a treat first. You gotta get a treat from inside. It's the job of the mamas to make sure I got treats. You want these treats? Yeah? Is it what you Oh. There you go. You quit putting them both and putting them down. Now you just eat them like they're one and you think you're getting chipped. Ah! Don't use that word. Consarnate Faye. I just remembered that my lights are on again. Give me a second. I'm gonna go turn those off. What's up with a puppy dog? We're streaming a game. Gotta make it dark. Fits the ambience. Fits the ambience. Alright. I can almost guarantee she's going to startle me at some point tonight. Out of tea. Out of water. I did not prepare for this today. I'm a bad streamer. That's okay, we'll deal with it. I've got milk in the fridge next to me here. Alright. I keep forgetting that I don't have a mouse yet at this point in the menu system. I've been toying with the idea of trying to do a let's play of this after I finish my stream, because I talk entirely too much over top of things that are going on while we're streaming, so I couldn't really clip it to make a let's play. But it seems like it would be really complicated because there aren't really a lot of things that capture sound and video at the same time, and I could just see me trying to match my sound with the video and the horribleness that would probably be. Yeah. I don't know. Alright, we are level 13. We have 1,100 experience points. We are kind of in Whitechapel. Looks like we're supposed to be going back to Ye Old Hospital. I swear I thought I went back to the hospital. No, we finished after I confessed to the priest last night. That's it. That's what we did. We went to my sister's funeral. Well, Jonathan's sister's funeral. Jonathan's sister's funeral. There we go. I think. I am a rambler. I'm just a rambling woman. What is... There's an event. Maybe we should go do this. Oh no. Oh no. Why are there two of them on the map? Where's the other one? Why did you say there are two? I only see one. I'm sorry, I'm picking the mic. Oh my goodness. Where's this other? Because you can only have two on the map at a time. There. Now I've gotten... There should only be this one and none of the others. Okay. So the only thing to do with these, because you'll note that they're glowy, is they, even though I've looked at them, they will continue to do this because Camellia comes by and puts flyers in them, and so they're just always full. Initially, I used to stop and look at all of them, just like I used to stop and look at all of the posters. But there's so much replication and duplication and all of that it's just too time consuming to look at every single one of them, so I don't really look at posters anymore. And if you're lurking, you're more than welcome to continue lurking, but don't be afraid to ask me questions or talk to me about the game or anything like that. I am a pretty friendly person, although I am terribly shy. So, and I know that me playing this game doesn't make it sound that way. Have I really lurking nearby?
Do you remember me?
If you're here for a reward, you'll be sorely disappointed. But I'll gladly shake the hand of a fellow countryman.
I'm not here for a bounty. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed from the Pembroke.
A doctor? In Whitechapel? What an opportunity. My name's Bates. Cadogan Bates.
Do you require assistance, Mr. Bates?
Not me, but your skills could help a lot of people round here. That would help my business, because I say a live tenant's a paying tenant.
Have you heard anything about Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Not really.
Why am I not convinced?
Maybe it's because you lack faith. Being a skeptic must be useful for a man of science.
Welcome and thank you for for the follow and the subscription. Or I totally missed the announcement what it was exactly. But thank you very much. It is always appreciated. Just playing some games. That name is super familiar, and I suspect that I'm not going to eat him. I suspect I know who you are. My name is way too familiar.
So happy around here, especially considering the current situation.
I've only eaten one person so far.
There've always been wars,
Not including actual enemies. I've eaten plenty of enemies.
Seeing things in these trying times.
I don't see why I should shed a tear for another man's woes. I'm healthy, and I intend
This guy
to stay
is
so.
kind of a jerk. He's rapidly ending up on the rapidly ending up on my eat the guy list. I have, I think, 3 other people on the eat the person list. I don't eat people, though, until I have all of their hints, because then they're worth the most experience points.
All those fleeing the war. Can you imagine what they'd be willing to pay if I could offer medical assistance too?
Mr. Bates, do not make me regret saving your life in this quarantine zone.
I understand, Dr. Reed, you're from a good family. Don't want to get your hands dirty. That's fine. I'll be happy to act as your middleman.
We just buried our sister, dude.
I've no interest in money. Perhaps one night I will visit you and take what I require.
Yeah,
If
kinda.
that happen, there will be no need for a middleman.
So it's a no then. That's too bad. The Reeds.
I dare you to write an entire parody song for
Is
that.
what you do? I mean, people buy that Swamborough shit.
This guy is very unlikable.
What is your business exactly?
I offer fair lodgings for a modest price to the poor and weary of Whitechapel.
I see. And what about those who cannot pay?
Well, deals can be done, if you know what I mean. Money's not the only currency. After all, I'm not immune to a pretty face.
I don't do this often,
You
but
obviously place yourself above the misery of Whitechapel. But you are as repellent an individual as I have ever met.
I miss out on all of his
I
hints.
thought you was a man who could appreciate the complexity of the modern world. Things ain't just black and white, you know.
I think that in this situation they are. You are a bad man.
Tell me, what's your honest opinion of the increasing violence in London?
People are just beginning to discover what we've always known. This city's rotten to the core. They just took their bloody time to wake up and notice it.
What do you mean?
People are acting like the violence is news. But it's always been savage down here. It just bubbles to the surface every now and again.
Oh, we already asked that.
You seem to have recovered well since your attack. Do you ever think about what happened to you?
Not much. It was a fucking nightmare. Savages, absolute bloody savages. Their appearance. Jesus. Made me want to puke.
You'd better not come back here. I won't be around next time to save you.
I don't know if I want to bother giving him medicine, but that increases his value. We'll wait and see if I can uncover his other hints. I don't think he can get any more sick than he is. Alright, we were going this way, to whatever this event is over this way. That's locked. That is a fence.
No civilians
You're only level 8? No need for artistry in taking you out. Sorry, looking for places I can jump to. Since somehow, whatever this event is that we're supposed to go to is on the other side of this. I can't open that door. Who the hell runs like this? That's right. Set me on fire. That'll endear you to me. I do not recognize this place, and clearly I've never been here. Otherwise, it would have been plundered. Quarantine. And here I was claiming I don't read the posters. Of course, that was an accident, so I don't think that really counts. Okay. Well. That's the end of the map. Where in the nine hells? Oh, that's a trash can. Can't jump up there. No, we don't care about you, Mr. Bates. That's locked. Darn it, I was already all over here. Okay, so I need to apparently wait for whatever that event is that opens those gates to become available. So I guess we'll go and complete whatever quest is at the Pembroke. Have I spoken with you? I think I have. No, wait.
All right.
The bastard
not.
in the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
I found the recruiter you were expecting. He's dead, but he carried a note. The Wet Boot Boys have accepted your application.
I knew it! I told you I was tough enough. I'll be free soon.
Free? You may soon find out that you have simply traded one set of shackles for another.
You're all fancy words, none of which concern me. Go worry about someone else. I'm fine and I've a future here.
I've never even actually talked to this character yet.
Did you really steal that man's medication?
Hey, I didn't do anything, it ain't me.
Medication and drugs are a rare commodity in East London. So you picked an easy target, didn't you?
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here. Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the right to shoot me.
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of town. Perhaps you could help me.
I said sod off. Go find yourself another guide.
Have you heard anything about Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Never heard of her.
All right. Well, now we have another person we'll have to come back to talk to later. Yep, locked. Don't need to go up there. What are you doing out here?
What are you doing here?
I could ask you the exact same question, Mr. Doctor. Now leave me alone.
No.
I heard what happened to Nurse Crane. How do you feel, Mr. Petrescu?
Everything was going well until you arrived. Dorothea helped people and will be sorely missed.
It's not like I killed her. I definitely did not kill her.
I regret it too. I wish she'd continued working at the Pembroke Hospital. She was a good nurse.
So you put an end to the operation. Did you put an end to Dorothea as well?
You
Wait.
seem to have a lot on your chest, sir. What's wrong?
I heard you are a famous surgeon. Tell me, what did you do to Dorothea? She was so bright, so clever. Then you made her an empty shell.
I didn't use drugs or medical trickery, Mr. Petrescu. All I did was talk to Nurse Crane.
No, I used my brain powers on
What
her.
happened to her then? After you left, she did not even recognize me. Then she got careless and sick, and I had to flee.
Great.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor.
Oh, I already...
I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
I already did that.
What do you plan to do now that Nurse Crane is gone?
I'm not sure.
There is a lot of this in this game.
Me after Dorothea's death, with strange weapons and very odd stories.
What kind of stories?
Stories all Romanian children know. It was as if I was home again. Vampires, Mr. Doctor. Vampires.
You believe them? Aren't you too old to hold a weapon or listen to scary stories?
Yes, I am old and alone and will die soon, but if these stories are true, maybe I have found myself another cause.
Are you living on the streets, Mr. Petrescu?
And why not? Those who believe they'll be safe behind walls are blind.
What about your house?
My house is always open to any poor soul needing a roof. All my work here is lost now that Dorothea is gone, thanks to you.
Why are you so aggressive?
I remember the night you came here and convinced me to open my door to you, sir. I'd like to punch you right on your chops.
Technically, I think it's still the same night. Well, he clearly has a
Petrescu.
poor opinion of me. Or of Jonathan, rather. Which I guess is me. Okay, have I been in this? Yes, I've been in this one before. Really, you guys respawned? I know that wasn't terribly artistic. but it was efficient. Stop. Ah. Freaking priest. Out of stamina. Yeah, well, I'm technically not really that evil. What just happened to me? Stop it.
Remember your vows, friend. The power of the Lord commands you.
Take care of the guy who's less of a threat.
Go on back to the shadows.
Ow. Ow. Ow, stop it. Jerk. Jerky McJerkington. Do not like priests. Why is everything? What? Two level 16 skulls. That's actually more terrifying to me than the priest. Oh no! No 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 no. No 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 no. Oh come on. No 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 no. Oh god, I'm just barricaded myself in. Ow. Let me let me go. No, stop. I don't like large beast. He's big and mean and strong. I mean, I like the design, but just tell me you didn't have time to regenerate. God, he causes so much aggravated damage. God. This is the thing I don't like about this game, is you get stuck in things and you can't get out. I should have just kept going. I should not have stopped when I saw that or heard something was weird. Don't investigate things. That is the lesson you should take away from this. If you stop to investigate things, you will die. Son of a monkey spanking. Grr. Really? There are a lot of these guys in this zone. Ow! Flaming arrows. This was a boss fight earlier. Generally speaking, humans aren't that big of a danger. And this would probably be a heck of a lot easier if I was playing with a controller instead of a keyboard and a mouse. But the power of the Lord commands you, huh? Oh, well, the power of Vampyr commands you. Oh, he does he? Apparently he's not walking close enough. Because although you hurt... Ow! I'm still gonna kill you. See? Jumpin' Jehoshaphat. Where'd it go? Okay. Nearly killed by a giant puppy dog. And then nearly killed by its skull buddy.
Remorse and pain are precious when binding you to the earth.
You. I remember you.
Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me. Made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
So many questions.
You selected me. Chose me.
As shall my children yet to come.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
I now have even more
Making
questions.
decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave.
Even
So
more
the
questions.
vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity. Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
All right. Come on, guys. Just want to increase the level of my weapons. There are apparently a lot of people in here.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song.
Perfectly safe to consume venom as long as you don't have any open sores in your digestive tract.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is
Oh, am I in
sacred
control?
ground.
No.
Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned.
You kill one guy and your
This
sclera
is
go
very
red.
Bad news. Bad news indeed.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution. This hospital is their only hope.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones.
Oh, the gossip.
I found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
That was not me, and it was not Lady Ashbury.
Very well. I'll help you.
Jonathan, please. I can't rely on anyone else. And this concerns you as it involves vampires. Someone has taken advantage of our more liberal tendencies here.
In what way?
Jonathan, I may turn my head when you or her ladyship indulge, but I will not allow this place to become a nest for street feeders.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean?
Damn, I should have eaten him. But he was such a good guy. I didn't want to, like, eating him seemed like a very bad idea because he's a pillar of the community, and although not a priest per se, he still was looking after his flock. It just seemed like the wrong thing to do.
Rest assured, I will protect you and your staff.
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
All right.
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
Yeah, but... Whoa.
and here.
Hot dang.
The life running in your veins.
Oh, Jonathan, I cannot believe my eyes. Poor woman, butchered by some savage scowl.
Yes, and I'm afraid I'm at least partially responsible. The man, the Scowl, I brought him here.
Jonathan, how could you say such a thing?
Forgive me if I feel despondent, for there seems to be no end to the suffering and death that surrounds us.
I'm always here for you, Jonathan.
I am so not asking her
What
that.
do you know of Ascalon? I was threatened by a creature, a vampire in Whitechapel, stating I had to obey the law of conduct.
What more can you tell me about him?
He's huge. He was
bigger than a man.
huge.
Huge, in fact. He seemed to radiate violence. I thought he was going to tear me apart. Then he vanished.
Fergal, the executioner of Ascalon. You were fortunate he was not after you, but rather out doing his master's bidding.
What is Ascalon?
The Ascalon Club are the most powerful vampires in Britain and exert tremendous influence. Take my advice and stay well away.
Okay, we will.
I have experienced a certain difficulty when faced with holy symbols or trying to enter religious buildings. Have you?
Now that's quite a question. I don't know why, but yes, it has happened to me.
Is this a sign? A hand of God in action? Are we repellent unto heaven?
I don't have the answers, Jonathan.
It's an
But
odd
I
question
believe
for a skeptic.
superstition and magic is just fact awaiting the lens of science.
Sorry, taking a drink.
Aren't you frightened?
Very little scares me, my dear. To be compelled to avoid symbols of faith does not concern me.
I'm still not asking her that.
Thank you, my lady. I hope to see you again soon.
I apparently can't look at it. If I come up here, I'm not gonna look at it? No, of course not. That would be too easy. Where are you, Milton? There you are.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
What can you tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital?
Someone killed Miss Jones in her room, and Mr. Hampton's gone missing. Doesn't take a genius to piece it together.
You don't seem shocked by any of this.
Why should I be? Whoever did this must be long gone by now. And besides, he got rid of the old bag.
She was miserable.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
No. Darn it. Could you at least have something useful for the person who doesn't use a gun? Okay, we'll go check in with Rakesh. Not really enough experience points to warrant going to sleep. I should check in it with everybody on their health. Thought I healed everyone, though.
Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
Can you tell me anything about recent events in the hospital?
Oh, goodness me. This whole story is such a shame, sir. I have no idea how it happened.
What are you talking about?
Poor Miss Jones. Her body is missing. Someone stole it.
Oh, no.
Miss Jones's body has gone missing.
No.
Yes. The body was brought here this morning, and now it's gone.
Who could have stolen a corpse?
That's exactly what I asked myself for the whole day. Who could do such a thing? These are terrible and shameful times, Dr. Reed.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
These are not trinkets. Okay, these might be. But I sold you those. These are drugs and components of drugs. Okay. Take care of you guys. You have a headache. I have the treatment for that now. You are apparently missing. And a skull. This entire place is sick. Happy. Oof. You are very sick, Doctor. Or, Darius. I will have to take care of that. Okay. Let's give the one guy his headache medicine. If we can find him. He's usually hanging out somewhere between the alleys of the sewer.
We were
Let's see
supposed to
here.
be safe. Oh, what?
Good evening.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Do you need medical attention?
Don't get me wrong, sir. I'm grateful for what you've done, but I've never felt comfortable with doctors.
I'm certain you have your reasons. But let me assure you, I'm not like other doctors you may have consulted with.
It is true. You risked your life to save me, after all. It would be impolite to refuse your counsel.
Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher. Try to take care of yourself.
I don't know if the achievements pop up, but I'm sure that you heard the sound effect. I just earned an achievement for healing 10 citizens. So before we continue on to the next area, I would like to go and heal some people over here in Whitechapel. Of course, I'm likely to run into monsters and jerk-offs again. Or not. I'm good with not. Oops. I don't know if anyone else has that problem where their ring finger spasms when their hand is sitting on the mouse. Drives me bonkers. And not just when I'm gaming. Like, I'll be sitting down doing work at work, and I'll try to do, just going about my work day, and all of a sudden the right-click menu comes up for whatever my finger decided it was going to randomly right-click. It's annoying. I am ever so grateful that you guys cannot see me. I do the funniest doggone stuff while I'm waiting during loading screens. Wait. Come here, rat. Gimme.
I have
Oh.
this.
I thought I was more
thirst
empty
for
than that.
blood.
I thought I didn't have as much blood as I had. I can't remember. Are you one of the people
Good
who's sick?
evening, my dear colleague.
No, you are completely healthy.
Have you any news on Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
It seems her dispensary isn't so busy nowadays. Good thing for the Swanborough cordial.
I'm actually kind of have her sort of on my to-eat list.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
This is completely worthless. I bought some earlier hoping to grab the ingredients off of it. Not worth it. It was completely... All it did was give me one glass vial. Completely useless.
Bloody hell. What?
Shooting a boy in the middle of a street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help me. Not even you.
Are you so sure? I am a vampire.
Have you any news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Not recently.
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really. This is where I used to live, and this is where I live now.
You don't have anywhere to go? No family that would welcome you?
Not since the death of my wife, Albert's mother. She was sick, you see. Long before the flu and all this shit.
Wait, Albert is your child?
You mean you used
that's
to have a better life?
Yeah,
despicable.
had a wife, a home, and a job. I even used to have a name. Now I'm just Ben. Ben the Tramp.
Perhaps you could focus for a moment and tell me your troubles.
I'm sick, broke, and my son just stole my pills. Everything's coming up roses.
You don't seem well, Benjamin. Do you need any help?
I always feel ill, sir. It's like I'm never right.
I can try to help your body heal, sir. But you must stop destroying it.
The war destroyed me, Doctor.
Oh, wait.
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure he didn't deserve a public execution.
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that I'm sick in the head, you see, and the boy just frayed me last nerve.
What is it, Benjamin? It was the war, wasn't it? Your nerves are shot, aren't they? I need some answers, Private. From one soldier to another.
The doctors called me a liar, a coward. Put me in a straitjacket, locked me up. Finally, they sent me back to the front lines with a handful of tablets.
It's a pity that doctors still practice such barbaric methods. It's a dishonor to our profession.
Now only the pills stop me thinking about this shit. To not hear the explosions. I'm even scared of the dark these days.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
I won't end up another drunk arsehole littering the streets. Not me.
Where are all the people? Specifically, the people who don't want to kill me. Oh, it's locked. just
can be the answer to
with you.
all your problems.
No, no, it
As long
can't.
as you have the money.
It's snake oil. That's locked. Here, Albert. Albert, are you sick? I didn't ask you.
How are you, boy?
I'm not your boy, all right? Now piss off.
Is that how you speak to your elders? How about vampires? Is that how you speak to vampires?
Do you need assistance?
Please. Feeling tired these days.
There you go. Let's hope nobody steals it from you.
Very funny.
Alright guys, I'm going to take a really quick break. I will be right back. Most likely less than 5 minutes. There you are. Alright. Sorry, that was still less than 5 minutes, but still longer than I actually wanted it to be. My goal is usually to get back if I'm going anywhere before it goes to the menu screen, because that's just annoying. Confirm.
Goodbye, young man.
All right. That is your dad. We already spoke with him.
You've wasted your life away.
Where? It is so easy to get lost in here.
Good evening, Mr. Petrescu.
Surely you someone else to bother, Mr. Doctor?
Nope.
How do you feel, Mr. Petrescu? Do you need my help?
I would not even accept fresh water from you, Doctor. I don't need your help.
Oh, you're gonna take my help, and you're
Yes.
gonna like it.
Please, take this. You'll feel better.
I said I don't want anything. But I'll keep this for those who really need it.
You really need it.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
I'm gonna end up with double pneumonia.
Poor Dorothea. I'm so sorry.
I've apparently run into this person before, but I don't think I've actually spoken with them. God, everybody out here is flippin' sick. Okay, so we took care of those two, we took care of him. He's got a cold, Migraine, fatigue. I think I have everything I need then. Think being the operative word. I just have to find everybody. Last time I saw Clayton, he was by the church.
Come on, we can sort it out, right?
It's not my call, Baron. You again? What do you want this time?
Just to check and see if you need any doctoring.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you? Do you have any news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
It appears those who dare to get elf care from that bitch are never seen again. Something fishy going on there, for sure.
You're healthy?
Right then. Show me what you have.
It's pretty much the only thing I ever end up buying. Oh, I'm out of money! Sell some of my ammo. That's the first time I've run out of money. This guy's on my eat list.
Good evening, Mr. Whitaker.
It's Father Whitaker, my son. So,
No. Mr.
Are you still lost in your rational delusions?
Have you recent news of
Believe
Nurse
you.
Crane and her dispensary?
If you propagate the devil's work, you'll perish by the devil's work. Such is the law of the Lord.
God, I'm really tempted to just flip and eat this guy.
I have had enough for tonight. Goodbye.
This runs around the back, which I don't believe was always open. Oh wait, yes it was. Up! Called his buddies. Oops. I ran right into that one. Thank you, my lad. Actually, I almost said my boy, and I don't know why I said my lad. I can guarantee you I'm not trying to imitate anyone. Let's see here, there. Yes, good. Hi.
Good evening, Mr. Nethercott.
And good evening to you too, my good sir. Can I be of any help?
Possibly.
Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Not at all, sir.
Care to elaborate at all on that? Wow, I have a lot of cold treatments.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
It may be wise to let you prescribe me something. I don't feel like I should.
I understand your appetite for words and macabre beauty, sir. But you should be more careful.
The nutrition of my mind is more important than my physical health. But I appreciate your concern, sir.
I'll leave you alone, sir.
God, I have just been having PVC after PVC after PVC tonight. I'm not sure if I should be concerned or not.
Hello again, miss. Very well. Goodbye, then.
Let's see. We still have at least a few humans who actually need our assistance. Where are the people I actually need to talk to? That is a skull. Oh, of course not. do people not end up, you know, with a million unnecessary strikes? I always end up like 5 strikes more than I need. Shit! Pardon my French. Crap. Crap, 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 crap. Nope. I am not in the mood for this. Nana boo boo. What level are you? Yeah, level 16. I was not looking forward to that. But now you guys are over here. Oh, well, yeah. Fight each other. Go, go, go. Do it. I will take on the winner.
There's safer places to be than here.
Really? You think so? There's safer places for you, certainly. This is so not where I was intending to be.
This is despicable.
Do you rather eat the people? I mean, I'm sure they're more tasty. It's not the area I want to be in. Not that I'm averse to lurkers, but if there's anybody here who wants to talk, you are more than welcome to pipe up. I will speak. I just get a little intense and into the game at times, so if it takes me a second to respond, please don't hold it against me.
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
Yay, I was looking for you.
Have you any news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
It appears the dispensary is now a major source of contagion in Whitechapel. Someone should do something about it, but no one cares.
Do you need assistance?
That would be nice of you, Doctor. Who knows what I may have caught during my investigation.
If you persist in investigating the most pox-ridden boroughs of London, you must accept the risks.
Thank you, sir.
Come on. Thank you.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Okay. Still so many people to find. I think Bates is that awful landowner.
Would you like me to revive you?
Good evening, Christina.
Change your mind, Mr. Reed?
No.
Clayton Darby claims he will expose the crisis in Whitechapel to all of London. Do you believe him?
I believe Clayton's courage will erode with time, until he finally leaves Whitechapel to start another fight somewhere else.
Why this skepticism?
How can you speak about starvation if you've never been hungry? Or about poverty? Or anything else you have never suffered from?
Are you talking from experience?
I've seen your type come here to get a good fuck in a cheap room or a dark alley before going back to their fancy houses in the West End.
I think that counts as our one F word. I try really hard. People who know me know that I do have a bit of a potty mouth.
Two girls I know went to the dispensary yesterday. Nobody has seen them since. I worry about them, in case bad things happen.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you
Oh,
can.
I forgot to...
Good evening, Christina.
Change your mind, Mr. Reed?
No.
Do you need any assistance, Miss Popper?
It depends on the price of your medicine.
I am shocked that you would think I am that sort of man.
Forgive my suspicion. I'm so used to liars with good manners. Thank you, sir.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
All right. Where is jerk-off landowner man? Where did he go? No, I don't need any of your wares. Normally I would run in there headlong and kill them all. It is worth experience, after all, if only a piddly amount. Oh, what just happened? That was terrible. I think I have to make some more medication. I think I'm going to be one short of something. I was surprised he didn't. Let's get a few more of some of this on hand. Oops. Oh wow, we finally ran out of the ergot and the opium. Wow. ton of cold medicine. Of course, to be fair, at one point I had just an absolute ton of fatigue treatment. Oh, wait. Man, I am all kinds of with it today. Darn. Still not that. But I do have this. Good lord. I don't even really use that weapon that much. I use this a lot more. I just wish I was getting the parts I need. I need 9 good handle parts total. And 2 more lead plates. Pretty sure the lead plates will be easy enough to come by. I wonder how many kilometers Jonathan has walked so far, thanks to all of my inability to do things like a normal human being. We gave you medicine already. You don't need medicine. We gave you medicine. That goes nowhere. Give you medicine. Goes nowhere right now. I think this leads to Giant Pupper Boy. Large pillbox. Woohoo! And even more shotgun shells. What's up here? Apparently not a heck of a lot. There's not even a hideout up here. But there is a way around. Around? What's around? Really? Yeehaw, 5 shillings. That's it? Coda, no. You just came inside like only an hour and a half ago, if that. Because it was right after I started streaming. Nope, you gotta wait. Coda's gotta wait. You're dead.
I won't end up another drunk arsehole littering the streets. Not me.
Where is that voice coming from? concern at all.
Mr. Bates.
Evening, Doctor.
Why are all of you so goddamn hard to find?
Have you heard anything about Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Not really.
A man such as yourself, knee-deep in the muck of Whitechapel, must know more. Speak now.
Heard it closed after the owners died. Refugees don't want to come to Whitechapel no more. Scared, I hear.
You sound disappointed.
As long as she was there at the dispensary, it attracted more immigrants and kept my place full. Such a shame.
Since I took an oath to help people, can I be of assistance?
Well, seen better days, that's for sure. But it was bound to happen with all these refugees about.
It's not the refugees making you thick.
Infecting you is probably the last thing on these people's minds. Take this, in any case.
What? You give me this for free?
Yes.
Don't have a clue about this place, do you?
Goodbye, Mr. Bates.
I am going to eat you as soon as I get you figured out. Only 2 people left. Swanborough, where am I going to find you, my man? I don't even really remember you. Trying to get as many of these guys taken care of before I go to bed.
Mr. Bates.
Oh.
Evening.
Goodbye, Mr. Bates.
Like, hey, I found somebody. Nope. You, we helped. Want to eat the priest. Does that make me a bad person?
I'm cheap and I'm clean, I promise.
We already gave you medicine. Oh. What's the point of coming up here? Seriously, what's the... What? There's always a point. It's not like I can drop down over here. I can't swing a weapon. Apparently I can't talk to the Reverend or whatever his, You're not sick if I recall. And we already got you. Pull it, boy. Is this gate locked? I think it is. Yeah. It's still locked. It doesn't... It's a non-gate gate.
You are blinded by your false faith.
I'm blinded by nothing.
Hello, young man. It's me again. May I come in?
I told you before. I don't think my father would agree with that.
Your father is worried about you, boy. He asked me to look for you.
So my father actually worries about me then? Okay then. Come on in. I'm Harry, by the way.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
Oh, no.
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
Have you any recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Nobody dares to enter the dispensary now. Rumors say the nurse has gone mad.
How do you feel?
I'm fine. I mean, it's not easy every day, but I'm fine. I'm just tired of being sick all the time. If only I could be tough like... Well, you know.
Speaking of which, what can you tell me about your father?
My father is an idiot who makes idiot things. That's all I have to say.
Forgive my bluntness, young man, but you don't seem happy living in Whitechapel.
Why should I? I never wanted to come here in the first place. It was my father's decision. And look around you. Does this look like a nice place to live?
These are all terrible things to say.
This place is awful, I agree. But does that not mean your situation can only improve?
That's exactly what my father says. Harry, you should be grateful for what you've got. But I wasn't even consulted when we moved here.
Children typically are not. Just gonna throw that out there.
If life here is so terrible for you, why don't you just leave this place? Have you ever spoken to your father about it?
I don't go outside. It terrifies me so. I went outside once without my father noticing and I saw terrible things. Bloody and frightening things.
So that's why you stay at home all day? For fear of the epidemic?
I'm not afraid of disease or death, Dr. Reed. It's the living I'm afraid of.
Your father and Mr. Lewis used to be good friends. What happened, Harry?
I was young then. I don't remember Mr. Lewis ever coming back again after my mother died. Or was it after my father started bullying him? I don't know.
But you are not responsible for your father's actions.
Am I not? Dad always says that he joined that gang for my safety. So if I wasn't born, people wouldn't be worrying about Colossus Joe.
Have you tried speaking to Mr. Lewis about it?
I don't go out often, but yes. and he scolded me and told me to leave him alone. I guess my father frightens him too much.
Do you need any medical help, young man?
Yes, I do. I feel so tired. I don't know if it's the epidemic, but everything seems so hard.
You'll feel better with this. But you need to get a grip, young man. Medication alone won't cure melancholia.
I'm not sure I'm happy with the idea of living long in a world like this.
That's 2 characters in this game with that kind of a sentiment.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
Invited into a house, pilfer all the things. What's that you say? That's a terribly evil thing to do? This is a video game. I will pilfer all the things. Ah, that one's locked. Okay, so that's locked. And we've pilfered all the other things. God, so I really wish they would mark which stuff is unread, because I lose track of it. I apologize right now for anyone who's new to the stream. I do not read these aloud. I would have to first read it to myself and then read it out loud to prevent myself from horribly tripping over things. So y'all will just have to read with me in my head. I'm pretty sure that the vampires would disagree with that. Heavens to Betsy. No, that was not what I was trying to do. I was kind of hoping that some of this would prove out some more stuff that we could talk to the local characters about, but it doesn't look as if that be the case. Oh, well, except for apparently Joe Peterson and Dorothea Crane. Oh, that's good to know. Okay.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
Yes. That is this world to a T, my boy.
You again?
Yes,
What
me
do you want
again,
this
Joe.
time?
Why do you keep on working for the gang, Joe? You know it doesn't suit you.
It's true, I hate this job. And I know I made some bad choices, but I'm a wet boot boy now, and people won't forget it.
You could leave tomorrow. Start another life in another town.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. We are poor. My son's weak, and there's no way he'll endure another disappointment.
Dude, I've got less than 20 shillings to my name.
Harry doesn't seem happy living in Whitechapel. Why did you make him come here?
I've always put my son's interests above everything else, whatever he may think. Our house is small but affordable. The walls are thin, but the door is solid.
You really love your son, don't you, Mr. Peterson?
He's my pride and joy. Even if he hates me for the choices I make and pushes me buttons more than he should.
Since the criminal nature of your job means you could be arrested, are you not afraid of what would happen to your boy if you were?
No one will ever take my son away from me. If that ever occurred, I'd hunt the bastard down and rip off his head with my bare hands.
Do you have any regrets?
Only one. Not to have my beloved wife by my side. She died when Harry was little. My sweet Jane. She gave the boy confidence.
Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
I saw her wandering the streets. Yesterday, I think. She didn't recognize me. People say she's lost it. It's a sad story.
Jonathan, you did a real number on her. I'm still missing at least one person. Who am I missing? Mason Swanberry. Where are you, Mason? I don't recognize you. Which is odd, because clearly I've met him or he wouldn't be on my list. Here, Bates. I'm not gonna bother talking to you again. I don't think we can go in this way. Nope.
Distribute flowers at this night.
Heck. Here, Bates again. End of the road. anything I forgot to steal. I don't know. Can you steal garbage? Is that a thing? Is that theft? Or is it public domain once it's out in the rubbish bin? There is a box elder bug crawling on my monitor. Dude, go away. You are not welcome here. I hate this time of year. Rebuilding my fortune 5 shillings at a time. Same way I built it up the first time.
It's locked, all right.
I think I have to kill Darius for that. I don't particularly want to kill him. Not that he really cares about me or anything. Alright. Now that door is unlocked, I can use it. I can stop wandering around like a fool when it comes to this. Oh look, we're full of skulls. 12 and 13. What? I don't think we're going to be taking Dorothea on. Holy crap. But we'll go take on some of these guys. God, this box elder bug is just creeping me out on top of my desk. Ah, son of a gun. We've got a blinker here too. I don't like them. I don't know why sometimes I walk and sometimes I run. And well, I know how to run. That's one that I know how to do. But I don't know what triggers the ability to just straight walk. You hear Dorothea? She is definitely a skull. God, that's super creepy. Man, I could have gotten like 5,000 experience points if I had killed her earlier in the game. Same with Mr. Hampton. I don't think I can take her on right now. If I had about 3 or 4 more levels, maybe. There's another door. Okay, now we free movement between all of that. There must be something that I hit that, because like I'm still walking. So it's not a zone. It's not my mouse wheel. Oh, 12, a nuisance. Ah. Who the? Let's take this car and just drive away. London is terrible. Ooh! Shoot. Yeah, I don't want to deal with that right now. Thank you very much. Your Bates. Don't give a crap about Bates. I already took care of him. Okay. Took care of you. Okay. Nothing going on up there. Not sure where that last person is. Oh, look, we found a hideout. Wonder how many times I walked past it. Dang it. Stupid finger. Well, that's sure expensive. Don't really need any more blood capacity right now. Oh, so flippin' close. Taste it. Can I spend points even if I don't make it? No. So I have to be able to fill the bar. So close to 15. So I need a total of 3 fatigues, 1 migraine. Three fatigues, a migraine, a cold, 2 colds. Four fatigues, a migraine, 2 colds. Okay. So right now I actually have enough of everything already made. Why can't I jog anymore? Can I open this door from this side? Yay! Oh, I've already dealt with you guys before. How many of you are there again? Oh. there are more than that in this area, too. If I remember right, yep. Oh, that's where you be. Well, I suppose I have to be here then. Well, time to, beat some skull ass, I suppose. Not tab. Ah, son of a... Darn you. Oh. Do not like you, Blinker. Oh! Shoot. Of course, now the others come out to play. Last time I was in here, I don't think they were this high level. Let me... Did you guys not see me taking out these skulls? Leave me alone. Take on the skulls. Gosh darn it. That was exciting. Seem to recall that. Oh, no, not locked. I swear I was in this little area before.
Good evening, sir. It's me again.
Leave me alone, I say, whoever you are.
Oh, concern it. I still don't have a high enough mesmer
I
level.
shan't insist. Goodbye for now, sir.
Grrr. that's boarded. Wait, isn't that the way I originally came into this area? Like the very first time I was in that one? I really don't want to have to go back and watch myself play this game again. I earnestly and honestly don't know how Let's Players handle this, because I sure as heck would not be able to handle going back to watch myself play to do the edits. I know a lot of them have their, have editors now, but many of them started off editing their own videos all the time. Yes, that garlic powder was completely amazingly effective. Waste not, want not. I'm gonna run smack dab into a giant puppy dog again. I know it. Darn you.
See them fancy clothes? This one's for
Jumping Jehoshaphat. What? The streets are getting much more dangerous. Oh, son of a... Are you freaking kidding me? Beat each other up a little bit here. No. And I would kick her, sir.
Best turn around if I were you.
You just watched me take out a whole bunch of people. I mean, admittedly, I used some of them against each other. Which I think is a perfectly legitimate strategy. But maybe I'm biased. I'm gonna come up here and take you out too. Where are you? See? You completely ignored the upper hand that I had, which was the upper ground. Or the higher ground, rather. Upper ground. I mean, I suppose technically it's upper ground. Too many crickets. I'm getting so turned around and lost.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Ow. That's what I get for running in here. Okay, he didn't have anything for me. I have tried just about everything that I know how to try. Yeah. Okay. Mob placements are getting different.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Yep.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
I don't need the commons anymore. Pretty sure I need the goods. I'm never going to use that. I'm never going to use that. Yeah, because I've got 15 common. How many do I have left? 33. Okay. Ah. Why is B walk?
Another night with the glorious battalion of Pembroke.
Pippa has a cold and Newton has a cold.
Come now, we can handle this.
Where'd you go, Pippa? I just saw you, honey.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital?
Everybody's afraid. Death has always been a frequent visitor. But murder? How can we cope with that?
As a nurse at this hospital, it is your duty to deal with these things as best you can.
Yeah. Until it's my turn to have blood spread all over the walls. I entered the room first, Dr. Reed. I've seen what that monster did to the woman.
Do you need medical help yourself, nurse?
I'm afraid I've contracted some illness, Dr. Reed.
Not under my watch, nurse. Take this. You'll feel better.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Alright, and Mr. Blight is actually out this way. He's Oswald's mate. In more ways than one. Yeah. There's Oswald. You are Nigel.
Hello again, Mr. Blight.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. You doing your rounds as usual?
You could say that.
You and Oswald were buried alive during the war. Tell me about it.
Yeah. It was last summer. A shell hit our trench and we were buried for a week.
Oswald seemed far more traumatized than you by the event.
It wasn't the first time it happened to me. Surviving it again gave me strength. You believe that?
How did you survive for a week?
Luckily for us, there were rations and water in the tunnel. It was an outpost, see. Since then, Oswald's not keen on being inside for too long.
How do you feel about Oswald, Thatcher? You are more than friends, aren't you?
I love him. I love Oswald. We knew we wouldn't survive the war without each other. But I am terrified, Doctor.
What frightens you so much?
What if people find out? Oswald says I'm ashamed, but it ain't that. It's more, well, you know, never thought I'd love a man.
Enjoy your love. And enjoy life as long as you can, Mr. Blight. Don't let anyone tell you who you should love or how you should love them.
I appreciate your kind words, sir. But it ain't that easy. It's all so new to me.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
Afraid so. In the war, I was always worried about picking up something, getting some infection. Unfortunately, got that fear in London now.
Throughout history, some diseases have done more damage to armies than any weapon created by man. You were wise to be careful.
You're working at the Pembroke Hospital, aren't you? That's a good enough reason for me and Oswald to go there.
Goodbye, Mr. Blight. Take care of yourself. Good evening.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Newton is conflicted about his feelings towards you. Would you like to talk about it, Oswald?
It makes me sad and angry. It feels like the beautiful thing we have is somehow tainted. It hurts to see him so lost.
His love for you is genuine. I'm certain he wasn't lying to me when he expressed his feelings for you.
Newton still has to accept it, knowing he'll be seen as a queer, a fairy, less than a man in those simple-minded bigots' eyes. Though he's more of a man than they'll ever be, so fuck them all.
It's kind of funny that the level I need to mesmerize him is lower than that of Newton's. Of course, Newton's worth a hell of a lot more experience points. I keep not killing people, which is keeping me from leveling up. But the things you do and the way you act does sort of affect the storyline. Maybe not overly strongly, but it does. I still have to go and kill her. Oh, I finally found everybody, huh? I can't help him yet because I don't have a high enough mesmer level. I've got 3 fatigues. Everybody's better here. I haven't been back to the docks yet. Yeah, but that's true of like all of them.
Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher. Try to take care of yourself.
Oh, yeah. Which I still can't do yet. He better not turn out to be level 24 either. Since when do you come all the way out here, Milton? Wait, do I have any other... These are all done. I can't do that one right now. Holy Crusade. Box. Where is that located? It's way inside of Whitechapel. That's way over there, which is also kind of in Whitechapel. Oh, this is inside of the cemetery. Can I get there from just over here? I know, I keep not doing the main quest line. It's the best way to, you know, level your characters to do the side quest stuff.
never... Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
Thought I saw something. Oh, I saw rats. That's what I saw. Get everybody? I'm pretty sure there's at least one more left. Oops. Take, come it. Stupid finger.
Sir, step away!
Nope.
Over there!
Who runs around these places and lights all these candles and lanterns? Probably don't want to be in here yet. Come on. Blink at me. Dang it. Damn it, I saw him come up behind me just as he hit me. Honestly, I really do try not to swear. I know all I said was what most people don't hardly consider a swear word, but too many of those and you kind of lose your right to call yourself a PG-13 streamer. Alright, so we got about 20 minutes until end of stream. Everybody's been really quiet, which means that I can't tell if there are people here or not. Does anybody here have any questions? Anything that they want to know, either about the game or about me? Without being too personal, I will not answer overly personal questions. And also bear in mind that we should keep this, as I already said, PG-13. I had not, by the way, intended on doing that. That whole, little, like, I don't know, micro dungeon? What was that? I kind of think that it must have come out the other side, but I didn't see another exit. Oh, excuse me. I am so sorry. Go through here again, regardless of whether they respawn or not, I can still handle it. I think I proved that a second ago. However, I've done things where I've thought I've proved how well I can handle things and then gone back in and been like, oh crap, I'm getting my butt handed to me.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Well, that was fun. Does that mean I can now open this other door? Yep. Okay, and where does this lead us?
The safer places to be than here. Go on, off you trot.
Yeah, you guys are about to bite it. Sorry.
Fucking fast! Bloody leech! Roast it alive!
Are you an actual door or you are not an actual door? So many non-door doors. Yep, there goes my phone telling me, hey, you're supposed to be getting ready for bed. Time to hide out. Woohoo! With a door apparently that's locked that I can't open? Oh. Flickery lights. Oh, that goes over to another. Look at how much stuff I have. I bet you I still... Nope. Still need 3 good regular handles and 5 more tiny good handles. Oh, and 4 more lead pipes apparently. Oh no, I have 12. I need 8. So I have enough. I'm so close to leveling this thing up. I'm seriously far away from where I actually want to be.
As I feared. Samuel no longer preaches the good word. Dang it. Seriously? Are we just going to trade blows like this? I have this thirst for blood.
Where are you, rat boy?
This is despicable.
Alright, so we killed Samuel. We accomplished something that I kind of sort of set out to do. Oops. Don't place markers you don't want. Report back to Father Whitaker. This was where I was originally heading, until I then got distracted and came all the way over here. Let's travel through the graveyard and go turn this in, and then I'm going to call it a night. So we're going kind of... Might as well clean this out while we're here, huh? I hate blinkers. You guys force me to use my stamina. Way more for things other than swinging my blade. Oops. See, things like this, me going through and cleaning out places, is why I've rarely had to spend any money, which is extremely helpful. God bless it. I have more bullets than I know what to do with, really. Oh, gosh darn it all. How did you guys hear me? Oh, great. How many of you are there now? Where's the one that I actually started with? Got one down. That's two down. That's... bless it. Grr.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
I thought I saw something flash over here, but clearly I didn't.
Are you all right, Miss Shun?
My name is Xiao Shun. This is the proper way to address someone in my country.
I do apologize, Xiao Shun. Are you all right?
Yes, I am. This is the only place where I can find some kind of serenity. Some way to remember my dear Matthew.
Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
I heard that she used to help the refugees, but unfortunately you don't see her around anymore.
Are you on your own? Do you have any friends or family who you could be with?
I have family and friends, but I need to be here alone. One day maybe I'll go back to them, but not now. I need silence, and I need sadness.
I've seen many deaths in my life, and we all grieve in our own way. Some stay silent, or need to shout. Others need company, and some just can't stand it.
Thank you for your sincere words, Dr. Reed. I sense you trying to help me, even if I don't quite understand why.
Tell me how your husband died, Xiao Shun.
Matthew died of the Spanish flu, like so many others. It's a mundane cause of death these days, but for me it meant the end of the world.
At this time, there is so little medical science can do to defeat this terrible epidemic. I'm truly sorry.
The worst thing is not his death, even if it tears me apart. The worst is not to have seen it coming, to have lost him so quickly, even before realizing it.
Did he hide his condition from you?
Matthew was a smiling type, a happy sort. Everything that I am not. Did he laugh at his death to come, or did he not realize what was going to happen? I'll never know.
The Spanish flu may be the worst disease mankind has ever faced. Why are you blaming yourself?
You don't understand. I didn't know he was so sick. I didn't realize the gravity of his situation until it was too late.
As harsh as this sounds, we are all equally vulnerable to this awful disease.
Except for you.
It can take the strongest man in just a couple of days.
I never said goodbye to Matthew. We never realized how bad it was. We laughed about it even. He always made me laugh. Now I don't have enough tears to shed.
Are you a doctor yourself? Is this why you feel so guilty for not saving your sick husband?
No, I am not. But I still need to blame someone for Matthew's death. And who else, if not his wife, who did not see it coming?
I'm a physician. one of the best in the country. But I was unable to save my own sister, Mary. She died in my arms.
Why tell me this? Is it supposed to make me feel better?
No. But I felt I should share it with you, since she is buried here too.
May I ask what caused the death of your sister?
You could say she was also killed by a terrible disease. A disease I have sworn to fight and cure, no matter how long it takes.
Thank you for sharing that with me, Dr. Reed. Maybe it's time we start to rebuild our lives, you and I.
You realize you can't stay here forever, don't you? Eventually, you'll have to leave the cemetery.
Why? Why should I go? Since this is the only place I can find peace of mind.
To be honest, I don't know. Please forgive me if I've upset you. We must all honor our departed loved ones in our own way.
You sound like you're no stranger to the pain I feel.
Let's just say, I too have a good reason to visit cemeteries at night.
Please accept my condolences for your loss then, Dr. Reed.
Anything else unlocked while we did that?
You should go home now.
I think you're right. Cemeteries are for the dead, for they need silence too. Thank you for your honesty and your wisdom, Dr. Reed.
Thank you for your company, Xiaoshun. Take care on the way home.
Maybe I'll see you again in Whitechapel. Goodbye for now.
Before I go, okay.
Goodbye for now.
You know you can trust me. Why have you not spoken to me?
Because he is dead, lady. The dead do not speak. God, this cemetery is just falling apart, dude. I don't think... No, it's not that priest, it's the jerk-off priest. And I don't mean the priest who jerks off, I mean the priest who is a jerk-off. This one.
Good evening, Mr. Whitaker.
It's Father Whitaker, my son.
No, mister.
So, are you still lost in your rational delusions?
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences. And most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
Well, I suppose I can spare a few minutes listening to your so-called truth.
As a doctor, you must be aware of the decimating epidemic. But let me tell you that this so-called Spanish flu is just the beginning of the end.
What do you mean?
The beast is finally revealing itself, corrupting the flesh and the heart of men. With my own eyes I have seen them, those minions from the abyss.
I just want to remind everyone that regardless of the fact that we are currently going through the COVID-19 pandemic right now, and how the fact that this game is set during the 1918-1919 flu epidemic, this game was released 2 years ago. So it's not like our current pandemic influenced this game about an epidemic. Well, I'm calling it an epidemic for London only because their strain of the flu is actually a little different, for the sake of playing into the narrative of vampires being the cause of a outbreak in London itself.
I have heard enough. Goodbye.
Okay. Come back here.
Good evening, Mr. Whitaker.
It's Father Whitaker, my son. So, are you still lost in your rational delusions?
How can you not tell that I am a vampire? Look at my eyes, dude. Look at my eyes. What? How do you not know?
Don't you fear getting sick yourself?
Faith gives me all I need, my son. If I must fall, then so be it.
No doubt your faith will prevail, but let me give you some extra protection against the devil's work.
Grr.
Blessed be your generosity, my son.
I have found Samuel, your disciple. I am afraid I have bad news.
I already expected the worst. He should already have come back. He is dead, isn't he?
Yes, he is now. The epidemic took him.
Samuel steadily made donations to our cause. He would have rewarded you himself if you'd found me in that awful cemetery. Please accept this money.
Okay, did we... Just checking.
Your disciple, Samuel, stole from the dead in Stonebridge Cemetery. I have proof of his crime and proof of his death.
No! Samuel was the best of us. So devoted, so zealous. He gave all he had for the cause. He tirelessly preached the good word.
He defiled the dead with his petty thefts. That's how he financed your misguided crusade.
Think what you will. When this city is saved, he will be praised for his devoted fortitude. He walked boldly into the mouth of abomination.
Your precious Samuel used you. He was an immoral crook.
If that's true, then he will be my burden to bear during this endless night.
Again, just checking. Okay.
I have heard enough for tonight. Goodbye.
I probably shouldn't do that in front of someone. Alright. Well, all things being equal, we've made a fair bit of progress here. Still can't get to him because I don't have the required mesmer level.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you? What do you know of Harry Peterson? The boy seems so fragile. Not like his father at all.
Harry's a good boy, but he spends most of his time complaining. He's had it tough, all right, but he needs to grow a pair.
What troubles him exactly?
Well, despite being his father's son, almost everything, I think. He never wanted to come to Whitechapel in the first place. Hates this place more than most of us.
Right then. Show me what you have.
Hey, come back here.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never... Do you need help, sir?
To be honest, I'd prefer you take a look at my stuff. I'd rather be rich and sick than the contrary.
Hi, Pupper. I'll let you OUT in a second.
I don't quite agree, but I won't argue with you. Please, take this. You'll feel better.
Really? Free? Don't take it personally, but charity usually comes at a price. Human nature being what it is.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
I always try to turn before the game's ready. Where did Joe go? Joe! Joe! Oi! There you are.
You again?
Me again. I think I'm about to have a bloody nose. IRL. Oh, God bless it.
You again? What do you want this time?
Can I give you medicine?
Medical expertise, Mr. Peterson.
Keep your medicines for others.
There is a thin line between pride and stupidity, sir. Please, take this medication. You'll feel better.
All right. I'll take it then. It's not like I don't appreciate the...
Yes, I see you, Pupper.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Okay. We have medicated a lot of people. We've accomplished a whole mess of stuff. We still have a quest to do all the way over there. Over there. Over there. But it is past my usual streaming end time for a weekday. So I'm going to go ahead and call it for the night. We'll pick up tomorrow night, approximately 7 p.m. CDT. And we'll see what we can do with good old Jean Boy here. Who we can save, whether or not we feel like we can take on Dorothy Crane over here. But more likely we'll come over to the docks and work on that quest. If you guys have any questions for me during a stream, please don't hesitate to ask. You can even ask me about, where we are in the game, what's happened, why are you doing that, why do you suck? Okay, don't phrase it like that. Be nice. And I don't say that as the, be nice police or anything, but I do want to avoid bullying in the channel. If you guys have played this game and you know what's coming, please keep it to yourself. This is my very first playthrough. I have only barely touched any wikis or walkthroughs, and only when I've been stuck. So I do want this to be a good playthrough for me. I'm enjoying this game a lot. For those of you who aren't familiar with the game but are enjoying my playthrough, it is one of this month's PS Plus games, which means it is free. I'm playing the PC version, which is currently on sale on Good Old Games, which is www.g like golf, o like Oscar, g like golf.com. It's and they're not paying me to say that. I own it on GOG and I own it on the PlayStation. Mostly because I didn't remember that I bought it, that I got it free this month on PlayStation, and that it was on sale on Good Old Games. I was just like, hey, I want to play this, and I tend to play on my PlayStation or on my PC a lot more than I do on my PlayStation. Although I do love my PlayStation. So if you enjoyed it, please give me a follow. It is always appreciated. I appreciate everyone and consider you all a member of my pack. Lurkers are welcome. It is all right to just sit in the room and watch me game, but don't feel like you have to lurk. It is okay to ask me questions. I will chat with you. This is not a let's play. It is a stream. There is a difference. So if you have questions, I'm repeating myself because I do this at work too. I'm sorry, guys. Thank you for your time. Thank you for for watching me stream. I appreciate it so much. I love you guys all so much in a platonic way and a familial way. Please be excellent to each other. And I'll be here tomorrow playing the same game until we beat it. Well, not tomorrow until we beat it. Oh, I'm bad at outros. Thanks, guys. Have a great night, and take care of yourselves.